Good morning everybody and welcome to today's literacy lesson. So this week we are going to be starting to think about something new. We're actually at the end of the week going to be writing a diary entry about a story that I'm going to be sharing with you tomorrow. But in order to help us write a diary entry, we need to think about what the success criteria to write one. And one of the main things in a diary entry success criteria is that we write it in the past tense. Now, we have covered this before, so we're going to go over it today and really practice to make sure that we understand how to write in the past tense. So I've got a PowerPoint I'm going to go over with you. Then we've got a game that I'm quickly going to show you that you can also play at home. I'll put the link in. And then a task where you change sentences in either the present or the future tense and you change them to the past tense. That is going to help you at the end of the week when you come to writing your diary entry to make sure that every sentence that you write is written in the past tense. Because in order to write a diary entry, it's always going to be something that's already happened, yeah? You're going to be writing about things that have happened in the past, and then you're writing your diary entry about all of the things that have happened up until that point. Okay, so it does mean that we have to consistently write in the past tense, which is when we phrase our sentences to show that something's already happened. Now, we do this really naturally when we speak. Sometimes when we're writing, it's a bit more challenging and we have to give it a bit more thought. But my number one tip is whenever you have to write in the past tense, if you say it in your head and then say it aloud as though it's already happened, this is really going to help you to make sure that you get your words accurately in the past tense. That's just my tip, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. So first of all, we're looking at present and past. So we're just sorting these out at the minute. So is the sentence written in the present or the past? Don't worry about the simple. Natalia spells very well now. So have a little think. Natalia spells very well now. Is that in the present or is that in the past? So because it has the word now, which is present, because it's happening, I'm going to say it's in the present. Oh, we got it right. Well done, everyone. I went to the shops earlier. So thinking about it. I went to the shops earlier. So am I talking about something I've already done? Am I talking about something I'm doing now? I went to the shops earlier. So first of all, we have earlier, which tells us it's already happened, but also went. If it were happening now, it would be I am going to the shop. I am at the shop. I went to the shop. Went is the past tense, so we're going to go past. Good job. Dad cooks dinner for me. Dad cooks dinner for me. Is that in the present or is that in the past? Dad cooks dinner for me. I think if it were the past, it would have been Dad cooked dinner for me. That's what I would say. If I was thinking it's already happened, I would say Dad cooked dinner for me. So I think it's in the present. Excellent. Vincent solved the puzzle. Vincent solved the puzzle. Now, if he was doing the puzzle, it might be Vincent is solving the puzzle, because that's what would be happening in front of your eyes. If Vincent already was doing that earlier and you'd watched him earlier, but now you were telling somebody, you would say Vincent solved the puzzle because it's done. So solved is the past tense. Solving would be the present. So solved. So I think this is the past. Oh, yay. Mum went to work. Mum went to work. So if Mum was going, if it was the present, I would say Mum's going to work. So Mum went to work when it's already happened. She did that earlier. It's already been. So I'd say that is the past. Lovely. She plays the keyboard. She plays the keyboard. I think if she'd already done that, I would say she played the keyboard. So she plays the keyboard makes me think it's happening. So I would say present. Lovely. Ben caught the bus to school yesterday. Ben caught the bus to school yesterday. Is that the present or the past? So remember, the present is what's happening right now, because we're gifted, aren't we, with the present? That's what we learn. And the past has already happened. So it's saying yesterday, which we know has already happened. It's not happening, it's gone. And caught is the past, because you've caught something. You're not catching it. You're not going to catch it. You caught it. It's already been. So that is the past. Well done. Okay, so now let's look at this game that I have here. So this has all different words on it, and our job is it's going to spin it and it's going to give us a word. I'll only do one with you guys, but it's then going to ask us to change that to the past tense, okay? Which I just think is super fun, because it just gives us practice in changing words to the past tense before our task. So let's spin it. Okay, so choose. So in the present tense, that is, I'm going to choose a game to play. So think about the word, I'm going to choose a game to play. Oh, that would be future. I'm choosing a game to play would be present. So how do we change that to past? So if it was your job to choose something and that's already happened, how in a sentence would you say that that's been? I would say, I chose a game to play. Okay, we tend to already know all of these words. It's just hard in our heads sometimes. When we speak, like I say, it naturally happens for us. But when we say it when we try and write it in a sentence, sometimes it can be tricky. So this is a really good game. So if you did that one, you can click eliminate and it gets rid of it, so that you don't end up on the same one. And then you can spin it again, and you can just have a nice little practice. And I'm not going to do them all for you, because you guys can play this, so you can just have a practice on changing them from present to past. Okay, that link will be in the work for you. Then you have a task. So I've put together lots of different sentences for you, where I've written them in either the present or the future tense, and then you read the sentence and then you add the word to change it to the past tense. Okay, so Bob was painting a picture. So to change that to the past tense, Bob, I would say, painted a picture. Okay, so that's going to be your task today, just to look through them. Don't worry if you get stuck on one or it's too tricky. That's okay. Just go through them and do as many as you possibly can, just to get your practice in writing in the past tense. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoy.